this is really fun. I mean, you know, the electricity is already here. I mean, listen, can we do this tomorrow? Anyway, so we really appreciate everybody for showing up. This is a real exciting night that's going to be on June 7th, 2014 this year, and it's going to be explosive. For many years, Top Rank, Madison Square Garden, HBO, we have done a lot of Miguel Cotto fights here on that weekend. And now comes the super fight with the middleweight king, Sergio Martinez. Both guys represent are icons from their country. Both guys have passionate fans, and both guys are surely to go to the Hall of Fame. In order to put on a match like this, it couldn't have happened at any other building in this country or probably the world. And that's Madison Square Garden. I'd like
very mixed feelings, and I would like to thank everybody who has reached out to my family, to my mother, and I will do every single day the best to honor the word and the image of my father. He only cared for fairness and for the boxers. And this fight is between two very dear boxers. Miguel Cotto, he has never won the WBC championship. His first title was the WBC International many years ago. But he has been always with the WBC. In our conventions, he has visited hospitals with my father on many occasions. And he's just a great icon for the sport. Puerto Rico, one of the greatest countries in boxing, with Carlos Ortiz, Trinidad, Wilfredo Gomez, Wilfredo Benitez, such a great legendary champions. And Miguel Cotto is on top of that list. He's very, very humbled that you will be fighting for the WBC title, and we welcome you with open arms, Miguel. Maravilla Martinez, one of the most loyal ever. He had the opportunity to visit the Pope, and when he was with the Pope, the only thing that he asked the Pope was a blessing for my father while he was in the hospital. So how can you top that? I'm very, very happy to see four great promoters work together. Mr. Bob Arum, one of the greatest, if not the best promoter ever in the history of boxing, with Todd and his great team. Ludi Vela, great staff. Samson, Cotto Promotions, my dear friends Gabi, and everybody who are working together to make this great fight happen. I only wish the best of success, the best of luck, and we have prepared a belt with a new feature. It has the picture of the greatest champion in the middleweight division, Sugar Ray Robinson. It features the photo of my father as well, and the photos of Miguel and Sergio Martinez. We are very proud. We're going to put all our efforts to make this the greatest event of the year. It's without a doubt one of the greatest fights. HBO is a boxing network. It's whenever there's a fight featuring these promoters and this TV network and the Madison Square Garden, you can know it's going to be a great. Mucha suerte para todos los aficionados.
Shut up. Thank you, Todd. You know, it's great to be back here in the Mecca of boxing. Top Rank actually was organized in 1970. Prior to that, we had other companies, but in December of 1970, we did our first fight, and it was here in this building between the great Muhammad Ali and an Argentinian fighter, Oscar Bonavena. And it was a great, great fight, and it was thrilling to do a fight here in Madison Square Garden. And that was followed in short order by the two great Ali Frazier fights. The first one stopped the country in its tracks. The second one also sold out Madison Square Garden. And then 10 years later, a fighter from New York, who was the junior middleweight champion, Davey Moore, late Davey Moore, asked me to do a fight with him in Madison Square Garden. and I acceded to that request and matched him against Roberto Duran. And we weren't, and this was after the No Mas and Duran wasn't as popular, etc. And we weren't selling a lot of tickets. And so I asked a friend of mine who worked for Spanish television named Carlos Barba, did he have any suggestions how I could sell tickets? And he said, you know something, you're an idiot. Do all of the ads in Spanish, which we did. And we sold out Madison Square Garden. There wasn't one seat left. So poor Davey was fighting in his home city, and 95% of the audience spoke Spanish and was rooting for his opponent, Roberto Duran, who proceeded to knock out Davey Moore and won the junior middleweight title. And you know, in my era, every great fighter wanted to fight here in Madison Square Garden. Marvelous Marvin Hagler fought here. Ray Boom Boom Mancini was just with me in Macau and said one of the greatest nights of his life was when he fought here in Madison Square Garden. Every great fighter, Oscar De La Hoya, fought a fight here in Madison Square Garden. And of course, Madison Square Garden became the home for the great Miguel Cotto, who fought here so many times. So it's wonderful to be doing this fight now. Miguel Cotto fighting once again in Madison Square Garden against a young man, one of the great champions of our era, who's gonna have the opportunity to shine here in the Mecca of boxing, Sergio Martinez. So this fight, again, continues the great tradition of Madison Square Garden, the Mecca of boxing. And all New Yorkers should be very, very proud that you have this wonderful edifice here in your city, which has provided such great entertainment and done so much for the sport of boxing. Thank you.
I want to thank everybody to be here, sponsors, HBO, Top Rank, Dibella Boxing, Samsung Boxing, and it's not really much to say, you know. I just looking forward to start my camp, looking forward to train as hard as I can each day, and being here on June 7th, just to become the first Puerto Rican to be a champion in the 4th different division. I want to say, Sergio, luck in your camp. Try to do your best. I'm going to do my best. And at the end of the road, the winners are going to be the fans. Thank you to be here.
Sal, all you guys, great. Top Rank and pure professionals. Miguel Cotto, a first ballot Hall of Famer, and a fine representative of the sport. Martinez, the best guy, the best human being, and one of the greatest fighters I've ever had the pleasure of promoting. And a great fight where the outcome is in doubt. Miguel said it, the winners on June 7th will be the fans. This is what boxing is all about. There are a few people on Sergio's team I'd like to bring up to say a couple of words. First, a young man that's been with Sergio for a long time, his business manager, a wonderful guy, Miguel Tapabos.
The biggest and most popular fight of the year between a great champion as Sergio Martinez and definitely a great challenger of Miguel Cotto. The WBC, it gave us, I say us because when I refer now of Sergio, this like my own son, he gave us the first opportunity to fight for an elimination bout and a mandatory to a fight against Saul Roman. So I want to say thank you to the WBC, and I want to say thank you, no cry from me, Argentina. About him. After the fight and knockout Saul Roman, Barbaro have no interest on Sergio. He's from Argentina. Let me see Argentina. Then he dared to challenge with Kelly Public that he had the belt of the WBC. And he went to the podium, Bob, and he said, "No cry for me, Argentina." What happened?
You have a better voice than that?
He lost, number 2. Then finally, he had the great Mexican, and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., a cruiserweight, a middleweight champion. And again, he dared to say, "No cry for me, Argentina." Hopefully, this time he didn't say nothing. You see that? He was silent. No more guys. So we are 3-0. With that in mind,
I got my cleanup there.
I want to say thank you to a great guy that he helped me a lot. That is Miguel de Pablos and my Vice President Nathan Lukowitz to make this happen. Thank you, Miguel, and thank you, my son Nathan. Now, there's not much to say because in Puerto Rico, I was the underdog. I want to see how many Argentinians is now and how many Puerto Ricans is now. Dale, campeón! What happened with the
Please, for the cameras, can you get down? Can you get down? Thank you. Down. Jesus, come on, dude. Sergio, right here, Sergio. Miguel,
Thank you.
One shot. Sergio.